Hello, and welcome to devlog 12. A major problem that I did not get to last week was that while in combat, you could only hit while running. You had to just yeet yourself into the enemies to do damage. Then sometimes it wouldn't even hit them anyways. So I worked on making an idle attack animation. I also went back through and changed the collider boxes to just be large boxes, since before they were small and they would follow the hammer, so sometimes you wouldn't even hit an enemy even if it was in front of you while attacking. I showed a little possible boss creature in a live stream this week. I also started work on the builder. The builder will be an NPC that you can go to and you can buy a blueprint to make and build a boat. The reason we want the character to build a boat is because at the moment we have no use for the resources. We implemented the ability to gather resources in an early on version of the game. They were implemented for an idea we had a while ago and got rid of later, which was defensive towers that you would be able to build. So now we needed a new reason for them to be in the game, which is this fella's purpose. I showed off our idea for the spellbook last week, so now it was time to create it. I made the little spell book, and it's one little spell that it shoots out. Since the character isn't made out of that many pixels, it was kind of hard to make it look like a book. As it was shown last week, it would shoot out two little missiles from opposite sides of the book that would merge together at the end and make a little damage swirl. I made the little missile first. I think it turned out to look pretty nice. I then made the swirl, which, as you will see later, may need to have another animation added to it, but I will explain that later in the video. I then needed to remake the swirl because when I first made it, it was on a 24 by 24 pixel canvas, which was very similar in size to the largest enemy, and that made it look too small. So I doubled it in size. My friend recorded some of the coding he did for the spellbook item. One thing I did want to ask is, for anybody that knows how to code in C#, is there any formula that he could use in the code to create an arched path that the missiles could follow to get to the enemy, like this one shown earlier? Well, this coding is showing in the background. I do want to say that I will try to live stream multiple times a week working on some stuff for the game. I will stream on both YouTube and Twitch until we get partnered with YouTube. Then I will switch to only streaming on Twitch. We are halfway to the sub goal for the channel, so poggers, but we are only a little over 1/10 of the watch time we need to get partnered. So thanks for all the people that watch all the way to the end of the video. It helps out a lot. As I mentioned earlier, there was one thing that I said may need another animation. As you can see, the little missiles get shot out, and once they collide with the enemy, they turn into a puddle. So I might need to make a couple frame animation so it doesn't just appear instantly and instead grows into the full-size swirly thing. Also, the layering is a bit messed up, so I will need to change that, because right now the puddle thing spawns on top of the enemies, when in fact it should be below the enemies. But anyways, thanks so much for watching, and a big thanks to the big boy patrons, An Apple in a Box, Big Mason 23, Dave the Week, Ducky on Quack, Grizzly, and Titans Moons, and the rich boy patron, Michael Zhao. Thanks again for watching, have a good day, and goodbye.